Join me as I dive deep into sacred texts and try to uncover the ancient wisdom hidden within them. Sacred texts have been a cornerstone of human civilization for thousands of years, offering guidance, wisdom, and insight into the human condition. From the Bible to the Bhagavad Gita, the Tao Te Ching to the Quran, these texts have been revered and studied by millions around the world. But what ancient wisdom lies hidden within their pages, waiting to be uncovered? One of the biggest challenges in exploring these texts is interpreting them in a way that's relevant to modern society. We live in a world that's vastly different from the one in which these texts were written, and yet, the wisdom they contain is timeless. Unfortunately, many of us overlook these profound insights, dismissing them as outdated or irrelevant. But what if we took the time to truly understand these texts, to dig deeper and uncover the gems of wisdom that lie within? We often view these texts as relics of the past, dusty tomes that belong on a shelf, rather than living, breathing guides for living a meaningful life. We'd rather turn to self-help books or social media for advice, rather than exploring the wisdom of the ages. But what if I told you that these texts contain teachings that are more relevant today than ever before? Teachings that can help us navigate the complexities of modern life, and find a sense of purpose and meaning in a chaotic world. Take, for example, the concept of detachment from the Bhagavad Gita. In an age where we're constantly connected, where our identities are tied to our social media profiles, and our self-worth is measured by our likes and followers, the idea of detachment is more relevant than ever. It's not about giving up our possessions or our relationships, but about cultivating a sense of inner freedom, a sense of self that's not defined by external circumstances. Or consider the teachings on mindfulness from the Tao Te Ching, which encourages us to live in harmony with nature, and to find balance in a world that's increasingly out of balance. In the Quran, we find teachings on compassion, forgiveness, and justice, which are essential for building a more equitable and just society. And in the Bible, we find teachings on love, kindness, and generosity, which are the foundation of any healthy community. These teachings aren't just relics of the past, they're living, breathing guides for living a life of purpose and meaning. As I delved deeper into these texts, I began to see a thread that runs through them all, a thread of unity, of interconnectedness, of oneness. It's a message that's both profound and simple. We're all in this together, and our individual struggles are connected to the struggles of the world around us. It's a message that encourages us to look beyond our differences, to seek out the common humanity that unites us all. This realization has profound implications for how we live our lives. It encourages us to be more compassionate, more empathetic, and more understanding. It encourages us to see the world as an interconnected web of relationships, rather than a series of separate and competing interests. And it encourages us to cultivate a sense of inner wisdom, a sense of intuition that guides us in our decisions and actions. So what does this mean for us today? It means that we have a choice to make. We can continue to ignore the wisdom of the ages, or we can choose to explore these texts, to uncover their teachings, and to apply them in our daily lives. It means that we can choose to live a life of purpose and meaning, a life that's guided by the wisdom of the ages, rather than the fleeting trends of modern society. In conclusion, sacred texts offer us a profound wisdom that's waiting to be uncovered. They offer us a roadmap for living a life of purpose and meaning, a life that's connected to the world around us, and to the people who inhabit it. So let's take the time to explore these texts, to delve deeper into their teachings, and to uncover the ancient wisdom that lies within. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your favorite ancient text, or what wisdom have you uncovered from these sacred pages? And if you want to explore more, check out my video on the top 5 ancient texts for spirituality and personal growth.